Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. So the Houston starting five. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Josh Okogie is out there with Thompson, and it's Durant in at the three, the small forward. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Queta in at the center position. It's been tough for both of these teams lately, Doris. Injuries have been piling up.
You know what, BA? They are meeting at a time where usually there's some nicks and bumps and bruises on both sides. I don't think there's any sympathy for either one of them, though.
Here's Thompson. No one on him. Makes an easy one.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Outside Pritchard. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Durant against Brown. Thompson scanning the floor. Durant inside. Brown's there. Shot clock at 6. 13 feet out. Queta pulls it in. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Pritchard. 15 in his last outing. A nice shot by Brown.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Thompson, following the bucket by Boston. Looking to win the run, and out of bounds. Boston will have it. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. The Rockets, number 1.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Here's White with the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, BA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
Here's Durant, coming off a 31-point game. To end the drought, Şengün banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little, too.
White looking it over. Count it.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Rockets trail by 9. Thompson passes to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Durant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
And the Rockets making a change here. Easton's checked in. Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A. As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Rockets trail by 8. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Launches it. Balled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Here's White. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
Pass to Minot. Back to Pritchard. Here's Keita. Outside White. And the Celtics have another three.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Brown. Pritchard from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Celtics lead by 11. Pass to Brown. Here's Minot. Here's White to the right side. Pritchard from outside. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Boucher's checked in for Keita. Tillman comes in for Minot. Hauser, he's checked in for Brown. And Simon has subbed in for White. And then for Houston, Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Kevin Durant. Celtics lead by 9. Simon's outside. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Thompson with a screen. Here's Shepard. 6 to shoot. Simons with a rebound. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence. A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Rockets trail by 17. Simons with a steal. Down low. The layup off target. Well, Houston shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. Houston working the ball around. Eason. Houston with another miss.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Simon's shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Thompson. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Pass to Adams. Outside Eason, and here's Finney-Smith. Now Thompson, defended by Pritchard. Clock at 6. Adams with a screen on Pritchard. Here's Thompson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Tillman. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Xavier Tillman is out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's White in at the two-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Holiday, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Along for the Rockets, Aaron Holiday at the line for one.
The free throws off from Holiday. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Davison, he's checked in for Holiday. Rockets trail by 18. Pass to Adams. Back to Eason. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on White.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
That's good from Eason. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster still very young with room to grow.
Crawford's checked in for the Rockets. Now here's Simons. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia, and it's rejected. Pass to Shepard. Here's the three. Şengün, no good.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
Tillman passes to White. Now here's Simons. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Simons got 8.
He's such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
To the wing, right side. Outside Eason. Pass to Crawford. And here's Shepard for 3. Houston with another miss. Boston leading by 19. Here's Simons. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
So it's the Rockets now. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Tate's checked in. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Şengün finds Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Boston's gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. And it's Simons missing. Rockets trail by 19. Here's Tate. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Simons. Good. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Tate passes to Adams. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Simons. Beyond the arc. And it's Shepard missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The Rockets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Adams. Now Şengün. Back to Adams. And here's Shepard for 3. This is his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. White, the pass to Simons. Here's Hauser. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Eason penetrating. It's Eason with the jam.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Boston with some changes. Williams is checked in for Boucher. Brown comes in for Tillman. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. And it's Amin Thompson in for Shepard. Boston leading by 19. It's Brown on the wing. Shoots over Eason. Hauser outside, puts up a 3, sinks it from distance. Hauser's got 9 points.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Now Durant. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a man of second late.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Brown. A 32-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Boston shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Durant. Houston working the ball around. The three, pure from three-point range. Durant's got his second basket on the night.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Here's Brown. The kick out to White. This one for three. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. They'll bring it up for the Rockets. On the... Oh, wow!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Celtics lead by 18. Pass to Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. No good on the three. The Rockets have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Outside Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Brown scanning the floor. Shoots over Eason. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Boston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside White. Eason against Brown. Up top Hauser. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
ABA, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Here for the Celtics. Cadis checked in for Williams. Minot comes in for Hauser. And Anthony Simons subbed in for White. Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Okogie comes in for Eason. Boston leading by 12. Here's Brown. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Thompson passes to Durant. Thompson against Pritchard. Nice move. It's Durant with a drive. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Well, the Celtics shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Thompson, a screen on Simons. Durant finds Thompson. Into the lane. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Boston's gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Durant pulls it in.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Thompson, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Thompson's got 8 points here in the quarter. "52 seconds left in the second period. Pritchard from outside gets the 3 to fall. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 14 points for Amen Thompson.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Brown in the high post. Give him 8 points now. There's Simons with a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Durant. Durant taking it in close.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
It's stolen away. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for Boston. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back.
Houston, 43.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Houston Rockets.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Simons. He's been playing really well.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Şengün in at the center position, locking down the middle.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Thompson outside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Here's Keita, pass to Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And that one good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Free throws good from Durant.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
Now here's Durant. He's got 11. And the deficit down inside single digits. Durant's got 13.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
Okogie's shot is off. Celtics lead by 8. That's Takeda. White on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. On the wing, Durant. Defended by Brown. Durant, pass to Okogie. Thompson, a screen on White. Okogie, off target with the three.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pritchard gets it to go.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Durant has the open look. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Durant's got 15.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Brown with it, guarded by Smith. Brown, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Durant with the bucket. 17 points for Durant.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
Boston leading by 9. It's Brown on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Jams it in off a great move.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Rockets trail by 9. Durant surveying the D. Uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 19 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Looking to get back on track. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Şengün. And he banks in the layup. And now just a 5-point Boston lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Brown going inside. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson outside. Pass to Okogie. 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, it's in his head right now. I mean, there is nothing working for this man.
White, the pass to Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
The first one falls.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Boucher comes in for Queta, and it's Hauser in for Minot. And then for Houston, Eason comes in for Smith, and it's Shepard in for Okogie. Now here's Durant. 19 points in the game. Pass to Shepard from downtown, and it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Pritchard fires the 3 on target from range. Pritchard's got 16 points.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Here's Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Rockets trail by 10. Poke loose. Brown with the steal. Brown charging in. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Durant for 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Brown passes to Boucher. Back to Brown. The crossover. And he lays it in. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Durant's shot is off. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Brown, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Right side, Eason. Inside. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Celtics lead by 12. Outside, Brown. From deep. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Boston pulls it in. Hauser outside. Adams against Brown. Four on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Rockets trail by 12. Here's Shepard. Yet to see a basket. Kenny Smith, a screen. Puts it up from 17. And he connects with a jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Boston out in front, leading by 10. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rockets trail by 10. We've got Chris Boucher. Xavier Tillman is out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Derek White, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the Boston Five.
I love the decision there by Shepard to challenge the lane.
Simons with it. And he converts the layup.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And for the Rockets, they're shooting around 53%, a nice number. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Shepard. He's covered by Simons. Houston working the ball around. Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here's Simons. And yep, it's good. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Şengün. Pass to Holiday. Şengün, a screen on White. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Şengün. And here's Shepard for three.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Tries again. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
Rockets trail by 14. Here's Shepard. Pass to Holiday. High arcing shot. And he can't get that one.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
And here's Simons outside. Eason pulls it in.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Now here's Holiday. He's guarded by White. To the middle. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist from Adams.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Boston leading by 12. Now here's Simons. Tillman passes to Simons. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Simons has got 7 points for the quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tillman. And Pritchard is subbed in for Hauser. And then for Houston, Kevin Durant comes in for Holiday. And it's Thompson in for Shepard. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up. Going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
That first step is so dangerous with Amen. I mean, he was just gone.
Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 20 points for Jaylen Brown.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Back to Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pritchard, the pass to Boucher. Brown against Şengün. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Şengün.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Smith, he's checked in for Adams. And both free throws good for Brown.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Pass to Şengün. And here's Durant. Let's go with a three. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Here's Brown. The shot's good. Brown's got 16 in the second half.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Rockets trail by 14. Thompson outside. Back to Durant. And he makes it on the layup. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Individually, he's trying to lift the team. You've got to love the effort, but thus far, not getting over the top.
And that one drops for him. And the Celtics lead by 14.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Durant. The three. Rebound Boston. Boucher's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Shot from 12. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Yes, sir!
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Boston with some changes. Tatus checked in for Boucher. And Minot subbed in for Simons. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Okogie's checked in. Boston leading by 12. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Banks it home. Big shot.
Oh, show a little stuff on the dribble drive. Derek White brushes off the defender. Yes, sir.
Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. On the wing, Thompson, defended by Pritchard. That one goes! Yes, sir!
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Here's the pass to Brown. Takes a 3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Thompson against Pritchard. Using the glass to lay it in.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
Brown outside for 3. Oh, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. It's a 13-point game. Puts up the tray. Money from 3.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Now Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Pritchard. Thompson goes in. Şengün jams it home.
VA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Brown. There's the drive. Ooh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jaylen Brown.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
The coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
And Houston has possession. They trail by 14. Durant! Can't get the 3. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
The Rockets on offense. Here's Smith. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist. Here's the pass to Brown. Oh, denied by Durant. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.